Hello, welcome to gaming class. I am Mr. J. Hello and welcome to gaming class. I am Mr. J. I'll be teaching gaming this year. If you're in 6th grade, you'll be working with the basics of Minecraft. 7th grade, you'll be working with coding and JavaScript within Minecraft. If you're in 8th grade, you'll be working with creating mini games within Minecraft. But all 3 grades, you are going to be working with Minecraft this year, and I'll get to how that's going to happen. But first, some things about me. First off, if you haven't done so, this Bitmoji classroom is on our stream on Google Classroom, so you can just open it up. You're able to click on each character. It'll take you to a link. So you've got videos and things that will pop up when you click on each link. Some might be useful to you, some may not. I will tell you, if you're looking to go to Google Classroom, this is good. Clever is something that all the teachers in your school are also using. This is my syllabus right here for the class, so you can click on that as well. Get some information there. And yeah, so that's my Bitmoji classroom. Now, some things about me is, obviously, as a gaming teacher, I am interested in many different games. I actually have some right here that are in our classroom that you'd be able to use when we are back in class. That includes Crash Bandicoot, some Madden. We also have 2K, as well as Crash Team Racing. We also have Minecraft on PlayStation, as well as on your computers. In fact, on your computers you will be able to use Minecraft Education Edition at home. I'll talk to you about that in a sec. Before that, I also, if you look in the background here, have some items, so let me talk to you about those. Right here, right there, those are my Batman collection, so I am a big Batman fan. Over here you'll find some Star Wars bobbleheads. Right up there you'll see a cartoon of myself and my wife right before we got married, and then a cartoon that was made of me when I was 10 years old. So it's very old, but very cool. So that is what you're seeing in the background. Hope to switch those out as we have meetings, make it a little interesting, see what you guys notice. But moving forward, talking about that Minecraft education in our class, the Chromebooks are going to have support for it, so you will be able to, it should automatically install onto your Chromebooks. If you're not using a Chromebook, it's a very easy install on any Windows computer. It can also be installed on a Mac. It can also be installed on an iPad. It cannot work on your phone, so if you're using a phone, that will not work. But pretty much any computer-based item will work. So that'll be getting released, I believe, next week. I hope next week, if not 2 weeks from now. But the district is getting that out, so that'll be really cool. We'll be able to do pretty much everything we would in class. Just the direction will be given digitally, and you won't be able to play on the PlayStation 4s at all. That's the biggest, that's the unfortunate part. But now, moving on, we will be using Google Meets whenever we're having synchronized lessons. When we're going to use Google Meets, we do have some expectations I'm looking for you to follow, and that is going to be on time. So make sure you're getting ready to log on a few minutes before class starts. Let's make sure we're in a quiet spot if you can make it as quiet as possible so that when you aren't muted and we're talking, we're not hearing all the background. Being prepared, making sure that your device isn't dying. Those Chromebooks, they will die, so make sure we're charging them. Let's see, be presentable. Let's wear clothing, make sure we're dressed almost as well as we would for school. I might see some people with messy hair. That's fine. Just make sure we're clothed and pretending as if we are going into the school building. Making sure we're staying muted. I will be muting, but it'd be nice if you guys are also self-muting yourself when you're not talking or not asking a question. When we participate, I like what I'm looking at now. I might see eyes on the camera or below the camera, wherever the screen is, but you should be focused, watching what's going on, and making sure to chat responsibly. The chat part of the Google Meets can be disabled, but I shouldn't have to disable it. We should be able to communicate in the chat. So let's make sure if we have a question, throwing up that hand on the screen. I will also be using an extension that'll make it so you can just click like an emoji that'll give a hand motion so I know that you have a question. And let's make sure to stay on topic. This is something even the adults struggle with, is staying on topic in these Google Meets. So let's practice and think about that. If I say to focus, this is what I'm talking about, getting back to topic. And be respectful. We're in a digital world, just like if we're in the classroom, we should be respectful and friendly to one another. So those are the Google Meets classroom rules. They're very similar to in class, just a couple of additions. Okay, and now we're going to go into what the assignment is for today and what you're going to be working on as well tomorrow. So I've created a Google form because we're going to start getting to know each other, and this Google form is going to have some questions on it about you. Okay, some of the things we're going to be sharing out, so make sure you're choosing things that you're comfortable with to share. Not everything will get shared out, but I do want us to get to know each other, especially if there are new faces in the class. And so the assignment right now, I have not posted it while I'm recording this video, but it will look like this. It'll say getting to know the class. It is an engagement grade. You'll get graded for participating and putting down legitimate answers, things that aren't all out of nowhere. So the due date will be by the end of the week. Once you click on that link, it'll take you to the Google form. It says about me. It says please be honest with your answers. I will be sharing out to the class some of your responses during class. If I share out, I will. It won't be to name people. It'll be more of some answers I saw, kind of thing. Now, number one, what is your favorite number? So if I had an answer, mine is actually number 8. Just put that in. Color, I'm actually wearing it right now, blue. It's definitely my favorite color. Okay. Picking what kind of movies, shows do you enjoy watching? This is actually tough. I make this question. I always had it when I was a student. Teachers would always give me this question. It was tough to answer. Right now I've been enjoying more of the fantasy sci-fi. So I'm going to go with sci-fi for right now. Okay. What kind of music do you enjoy? Do you listen to? This is also tough because I have a variety. In fact, everything on here outside of country. I'm not a country guy, but everything else on here, I would say. But lately I've been listening to the classical music, so I'll put that down. Okay, describes something fun you were still able to do during these corona times. Now, I don't know about you, but it's definitely been tough during this time being stuck in the house. wanting to go out, especially in the summer. But I was able to go to Kings Island once this year. And when I went, uh, there was masks being worn, of course. We were following 6-foot rule. The seats were getting wiped down before any ride, but I'm a huge roller coaster guy, and there was a new roller coaster out at Kings Island that I really wanted to go to, and I kind of risked Corona to do it. But I will say they did follow policies very well, so that was good. But I'm gonna put down Kings Island roller coaster, and I'm gonna actually put the Orion. That ride was awesome. 300-foot drop. Now, describe something that you are nervous about for this school year. I'm gonna say technical difficulties, but I'm sure there will be a lot of things that we as students, you guys will be nervous about. So feel free to put down whatever you're nervous about here. Describe something you remember from last school year. Last school year. Well, I'm thinking about the day before we let out, and knowing we'd be out for 2 weeks for Corona, and something I remember is getting to play Tetris against my students. That was fun. I actually did not win every time, so that was a lot of fun. So number 8, this is one that I want to show you, and that is searching for an image of a video game character that best represents you and insert it here. So when I click this, it'll ask for an upload, so I could get it from my device, or I can get it from my drive. But the thing is, first we need to get an image. So to do that, I'm going to go to Google search. I consider myself very much like Claptrap from Borderlands. He's a very funny like sidekick. I would say that's the role I usually play. So I'm just going to pick an image. I like this one because it does have the background of Borderlands in it. And if I right click, now my image is in the way. If I right click and I click save image, that will work. And there it goes, save, and I'm downloading. Now for you all, being when you're on a Chromebook, I will say that it should download to your Google Drive. So for you, when you add file, you'll click on my drive. For me though, I have to go to my device and click on Claptrap. Done. So he's uploaded, or he's uploading now. Boom. Done. There we go. So that's how you upload an image. Videos will not work, so don't try to upload a video. Now, number 9, name every game you've played within the past week. Within the past week, I've played some games. I've played Borderlands 3. I've played Call of Duty. Not Warzone, just Call of Duty multiplayer. I've played this game called Orcs Must Die with an exclamation mark 3, and I've played Rock Band 4. Okay, so those would be the games I played. Now, something I want you to know about myself: I enjoy tech, phones, gaming, sports. Specifically, I'm enjoying watching the NBA playoffs, even in a weird time like this. MLB. I'm enjoying I'm ready for the NFL to start. I actually play in a softball league. I will say the one sport that I'm probably the least knowledgeable on is soccer, but I've started to learn a lot about it. I have a friend from Germany that is really into soccer, and so I've started getting into it as well. But something after you get this all done, you're just going to click submit. Okay, and it'll say submit another response. You will not be able to. So I do have an option to where you can edit. If you made a mistake, you can go back and edit it, but you will not be able to submit more than once. So just keep that in mind. But once that's submitted, you'll look here. This assignment, it won't look exactly like this, but there will be a way to mark as done. Okay, so you'll just click. It'll be something like this, and you'll mark as done. That'll let me know that you've gone and done your Google form, and I will be able to look at that data. So that is going to be how you turn in the assignment this week, or I mean, for this class. Tomorrow, I will not be doing a video. It'll be your work time. So if you have any questions, feel free to join me on my Google Meet. The Google Meet will show up at the top here under the banner. If it's your time to go into Google Meet, that is the time I will be in the Google Meet. So this link will only work when I'm in there. So just make sure you're going at the right time, because that'll be my office hours. So you've got today to finish this up, and you've got tomorrow. Okay? Those are the big things. Now, I'm going to use these terms a lot. Synchronous, which is when I have the video. Those synchronous days are more of me explaining to you what we're going to be doing, and then giving you some time to do it. And then non-synchronous days are going to be the times where if you're stuck and you're having questions, you can come join me on my Google Meet at my office hour and ask questions then. Okay, but you're working on this for today and tomorrow. Okay, I hope to get to know you all through this, and I hope to be able to share some commonalities that you will have with your students. But outside of that, that is what I have for you for today, and I'll see you on the next day. Peace.